The people of Handsaker still cross themselves when passing the second bridge on Tuppenhurst Lane. The first bridge is ordinary enough, just a humble brick arch where the road dips to meet the brook, its weathered stones softened by decades of rain and passing feet. But the second bridge, built when the old mill expanded back in Queen Victoria's day, that one's different. Old Alf Morris used to tend the lock gates until his hands grew too twisted with arthritis. He'd spit into the dirt whenever talk turned to the second bridge. Them bricks came from Handsaker Mill after the fire of 1889, he'd mutter. 7 souls lost that night, Stone remembers. Lorna had heard the stories since she was a girl, how on still evenings you could catch the faint scent of burning near the bridge, how the water sometimes ran black as ink beneath its arch, how in the summer of '72, 4 lads from Rugeley had dared each other to swim there at midnight, and only 3 came back, their skins streaked with something dark that wouldn't wash off. It was foolish to go there, but after last orders at the Crown, with James' taunts ringing in her ears and cheap gin warming her blood, the old warning seemed like nonsense. 100 quid says you won't walk through the arch at midnight. James had slurred, his fingers digging into her wrist. Proper walk, mind. None of that running crap. The bricks were unnaturally cold beneath her palms as she stepped into the shadow of the arch. August heat had baked the lane all afternoon, but the bridge exhaled winter air. Her trainer scuffed against worn stone as she moved deeper into the tunnel. That's when the whispering began. Not from the water, from the bricks themselves. The mortar between the stones pulsed like slow beating veins as voice seeped through, words too old to understand. The air thickened with the scent of wet ash and something metallic, like the mill's rusted machinery. Then came the breathing, not hers, something deeper, slower, echoing through the archway. Lorna froze as the temperature plummeted. Frost crackled across the bricks around her. Below, the black water stirred with a thick, wet sound. She never reached the other side. They found her trainers the next morning, placed neatly at the bridge's edge, filled with water that reeked of the old mill pond. The village constable fished them out with a stick, his face turning ashen when he saw what swirled inside. Handfuls of blackened brick dust that moved like smoke in the water. These days, when the mist creeps in from Brereton Way, folk quicken their step past the second bridge. They don't look at the water. They don't touch the stones. Because sometimes, if you're on Tuppenhurst Lane at midnight, you might notice the bridge's shadow stretching just a bit too far across the road. And if you're daft enough to stay, you'll see something worse. That the arch isn't quite the shape it was in daylight. Like something's been rearranging the bricks from within, waiting for the next fool to take James's dare.